Lisa Nichols is a celebrated motivational speaker who has inspired millions of people through her seminars and through her role as a featured teacher in the movie The Secret. She went from being a broke single mom on public assistance to becoming a millionaire entrepreneur and best-selling author of 6 books. And today we're going to learn her best advice on how to feed your mind with greatness. Rise and shine, it's Entspresso time!
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
Hey, it's Carmichael, and every morning I bring you a shot of Entspresso to help you believe in yourself and start your day off with confidence. So good morning! I believe in you, and let's do this. Lisa Nichols, tell us how to feed our brain with greatness.
I begin to become an explorer of what I don't know. I want to read books I'd never read. I want to hang around people that I'd never hang around. I want to know what they know. I want to have discussions about things I'd never talked about. I wanted to feed my brain something that my brain didn't know, so that my brain can tell my body to do something it never done. So then when my brain feeds my body and my body feeds my life, then I begin to have an experience that I'd never had before. It wasn't rocket science. People want to make success rocket science. Success is not rocket science. You go and find the thing that you don't know, learn the thing you don't know, and do the thing you haven't been doing and get the life you say you want. All I wanted was unfamiliar. But you have to understand that most people don't invite in unfamiliar because people are more committed. People are more committed to a familiar discomfort than they are to an unfamiliar new possibility. The key words are familiar and unfamiliar. See, we want to have a new experience while having some of the same behaviors because they're familiar to us.
Yeah, they're comfortable.
They're familiar. Some of them not even comfortable. People in relationships are not even comfortable.
True.
It's just familiar. People are still at jobs that aren't even comfortable.
Yeah.
They're just familiar. So that's the crazy, is that we are more committed to a familiar discomfort than we are to an unfamiliar new possibility because of the familiarity, not even the comfort. I became comfortable living in the discomfort of the unknown.
You are not that different than your heroes. The people who you look up to, respect, watch their videos of, listen to their podcasts, read their books. There's not that big a chasm between who they are and who you are. There's a tendency to look at these people who've had ginormous success and say, well, they're just built differently. They're wired differently. I'm not like them. And that mindset, that way of thinking, for you to say that I'm just so different from them, is keeping you safe and small and not realizing your potential. The only difference between your heroes and you is the willingness and ability to step into the discomfort. They were willing to do it. You haven't yet, and we're going to change it in this video. So on Monday, I was meeting with Alex, who helps me run Toronto Dance Salsa, and he's an amazing entrepreneur. He's got tons of heart and energy and love and care, and he's been struggling to stay consistent. He's working from home right now. We've got coronavirus, shut down, lockdown. He hasn't been on his regular routine, and I was pushing him on Monday to get back on routine. Let's go. Basic things like clean up your apartment and make proper food for yourself and stay on your workout regimen. This should be the time where you stay disciplined. And his response was, I'm not getting it. I'm not hearing it. I can't connect to the advice because I feel like you're just different than me. You're just wired differently. And that is the biggest cop-out, because it allows you to play small. It allows you to look at people who are doing the thing. It allows you to look at me or Lisa or anybody who you look up to, right? Steve or AP or Kanye or Howard. It allows you to look at these people that you love and respect and say, well, that they were just so magical and so different. And that's the reason why they won. And I'm never going to be like that, because they're built differently. You're giving yourself an out. You're giving yourself the biggest excuse and biggest out that most people fall into that trap of. And I told Alex, dude, there is no difference between you and me. Not on this. The difference is my willingness to step into discomfort. My willingness to say, this thing that's happening right now is the greatest. You're sitting there thinking this is the hardest time of all. I'm thinking this is the greatest. That's the difference. The mindset shift, the training that's got in to making that mindset shift happens is the only difference. Not that I'm better or born different or have any other set of circumstances that is preventing you from winning like me. And so I told him, this is a muscle that you build. Starting today, you start building that muscle, right? I'm just a little bit further ahead. I've done more work in the weight room of the mindset, right? And so it's unfair to compare where you're at right now to where I'm at. And it's unfair to compare where you're at, you guys watching, to where Lisa's at or Steve Jobs or somebody else, because you're not comparing their beginning, and you might be at the beginning right now. And so it starts today. And I told Alec, it starts today. What can you do today to make yourself proud of your effort? The problem is you're not proud of your effort. The problem is you might be posting some things on Instagram and saying, look at what I did today, but you're going to sleep at night. You didn't pass the pillow test, saying you're proud of yourself. What do you need to do today to be proud of your effort? He said, I gotta clean up my condo because it's a giant mess. Like, great, go clean up your condo. And it took him way longer than he thought it was gonna take, but he did it. And then you know what magical things happen? He started making calls to the people he needed to make calls to. He started making videos for the videos he needed to make videos for. He started to have more energy and enthusiasm and hope and belief and confidence because he did the difficult thing. Now that's just one day. It's every day deciding to do that same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And then that's how you build the muscle. You don't build giant muscles by going to the gym once and working your face off. It's every single day going to the gym. Now I've got a 3-step process that I go through that I'm going to teach you. But before that, if you want to have more confidence and motivation, I've created a 254 where every day for 254 days, I send you an unlisted video by email to help you build your confidence. It's free. The links to join are in the description below.
I believe any behavior that you don't want any longer, the way that the catalyst to change is recognizing the price. You're gonna play ginormous, say ginormous, but first take baby steps.
Okay, so how do I do it? What's my 3-step process so that no matter how hard things get, I'm still building momentum in my business and life? Here they are. Step number 1 is pass the pillow test. This is of critical importance. This whole thing is an inside game. It's what you think about yourself. That's all that matters. It's not what other people think about you. It's what do you think about yourself when you are alone by yourself. And for too many people, you don't think highly enough of yourself when you're alone by yourself. That's the problem. We need to fix it. The pillow test is before you hit your head on the pillow tonight. You're gonna go to sleep tonight. Most of you probably use a pillow. Before you hit your head on the pillow, you ask yourself, how proud am I of the effort I put in today? Give yourself a scale out of 10. Not what did you accomplish, not is somebody else happy with you. Are you proud of your effort today? And this is where we get caught up in measuring results instead of effort, because you might be sick or you might have some issues where you can't get the results that you need to right now. But did you go full effort? When I had my broken neck, I couldn't make videos to the standard that I wanted to, but I still got in front of the camera and I made videos. And you can see videos of me with my neck brace on, this giant scab on my forehead, and I still made videos through a concussion, through the pain, all of it. And that made me so proud of my effort, deeply proud of my effort. Like I came out a new Evan from that experience, stronger, more powerful, more confident than ever, even though the results weren't there. They were some of my worst videos, but the effort, I'm proud of myself. So tonight, what do you need to do so that when you put your head on the pillow, you can give yourself a 10 out of 10 for the effort that you're putting in? If you do that every day, your life is going to change. Step number 2 is run into your anxiety. This is what I told Alex as well. So as we're getting off the call, he said, this is all making me very anxious. It's giving me anxiety. All I want to do is run away and go eat junk food and shut off the world. Like, yes, this is exactly the problem. This is your opportunity right here, staring right in front of your face, because that's what you've typically done. When something comes at you that makes you anxious, you retreat. And you've taught yourself this, that you retreat. This is go forward. Anxiety is great in limited doses, right? If you're overwhelmed and anxiety, it can lead to a really negative spiral. But in micro doses, anxiety is great. You want to lean into the anxiety. The fact that it's causing you anxiety is a fantastic thing. Run into it. Teach yourself that you run into things that make you anxious instead of running away. Because otherwise, you're just living a life that's comfortable, that you know that is the same boring, photocopied life every day, over and over and over again. If you have no anxiety in your life, you're living a super comfortable life that you hate, that is boring. Everything that you want out of life, your big mission, your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, on the other side of you doing things that make you anxious. And so start to teach yourself that if this is causing you anxiety, it's go time. You're doing it. And I feel it in my body through what I call the boom, boom, boom test. So when my heart's going boom, 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 that's usually a sign for me to go, right? Most of the things that you're afraid of are not actually life-threatening, are not actually you being robbed, or you being in a fire, or you having to jump from an airplane with no parachute. Like, those are not the things most of the time that are causing you to have anxiety. It's usually fear of disappointing somebody. It's usually fear of failing in front of somebody. It's usually fear of somebody else's opinions and judgment. And what you want to teach yourself is the fact that I'm feeling that fear, boom, 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 means it's go time. You run into your anxiety, not away. And step number 3 is watch your language. So scary, difficult, or hard. Anytime I hear myself saying scary, difficult, or hard, that means I have to do it too. Because I do scary. I love hard. You love difficult. You step into scary, difficult, or hard. Because again, what's the opposite? Easy, comfortable, bored, boring. You hate your life. If you have nothing in your calendar that is scary, difficult, or hard, you hate your life. You're complaining about how boring it is. That's a lot of people. And so don't teach yourself that scary, difficult, or hard are bad things. Those are great things. It's something I try to catch in myself. I catch in my son. I catch in the people around me. I catch in Alex if he ever says it. Well, that's hard. Awesome. You do hard things. Go. If you learn to teach yourself that you do hard things, you do scary things, you love difficult things, just imagine the things you'll be able to accomplish. This is the mindset shift that you're missing. It's the only thing that is the gap between you and who you want to become and the heroes that you look up to, is their willingness to jump into discomfort, scary, difficult, hard, anxiety, stress, and say, I'm willing to do this, while too many people aren't. And so it's not that they're so fantastic or so born with the right DNA. It's accessible and available to you as well, if you're willing to jump into the discomfort. Now I have a really special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, question of the day, I want to know, what is one scary, difficult, or hard thing that you need to do today? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you made it this far in a video, you're still watching, and you promise, you commit that you're gonna do something to take action on what you watched here today. You don't just watch videos, you take action in your life. Give me a hashtag believe down in the comments below. I wanna celebrate you.
My mission in life has been, and still is to give people a vision of themselves beyond their mental conditioning and their circumstances, to let them know that they have greatness within them. But Han, greatness, it's not our destiny. It's a choice that you have to make every day. You have to put yourself in a state of perpetual discomfort in order to manifest your greatness. You've got to reach outside of your comfort zone. So every day I look forward to the opportunity to inspire people to reach higher, to understand and know that what they've done is only a tip of the iceberg of what's possible for them.
If you want to see how Lisa Nichols set goals, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
I like to set quarterly goals instead of annual goals. I like to make them a bit more bite-sized.